They say nothing moves in the winter. That's not true. In the coldest parts of the world, something does move. Not fast, not loud, but it's there, just beneath the frost, waiting. We think of snow as peaceful, pure. But that's the trick. The most horrifying things don't come with thunder. They come in silence, wrapped in white, as if the world itself were hiding something beneath the surface. These are true winter horror stories, tales of spirits, beasts, and things without names that only show themselves when the world grows still and cold. So zip up your coat, because once the cold sets in, there's no turning back. You'll never see her clearly, and by the time you do, you're already gone. The Yuki Onna, or Snow Woman, haunts the whiteouts of Japan's harshest winters. They say she only appears to the truly lost. A pale, impossibly beautiful woman gliding barefoot across frozen roads, her kimono billowing in the storm. But her beauty is the trap. When she meets a man, she'll ask if he's alone. If he says yes, she smiles, and breathes out. Not words, just cold. So cold it freezes his lungs before he can scream. In some versions, she lets him live, but only if he promises never to tell. And if he breaks that promise, she comes again. But this time, she doesn't ask. You're being followed. You can feel it. But when you look behind you, the prints are leading the wrong way. In some parts of India and Nepal, they tell stories of a creature who walks among the living during the long, snow-blanketed nights. Her name is Rantas. She looks human in long black hair, flowing robes. She walks like she's hurt, stumbling, fragile. But when someone tries to help, they see it. Her feet are facing backwards. That's how she hides her trail. That's how she tricks you into thinking she's walking away. But every time you turn your back, she's closer. Some say she cries softly at night. Others say she imitates your loved ones to lure you into the woods. And once you follow her too far, the snow buries more than just your footprints. You're staring out into a white landscape. Nothing moves. And then, something smiles back. Scandinavian legends speak of spirits that linger in the snow, faceless things that mimic the posture of trees or stones. They stand just far enough away to make you doubt what you're seeing. You look once, nothing. You look again, stillness. You look a third time, and one of them is moved. They don't chase, they just wait. And the moment you acknowledge them, speak, wave, or even point, you've invited them. It's said these spirits attach to the soul like frostbite. You may leave the forest, but they'll follow. You'll feel colder in rooms that were once warm. You'll hear the crunch of snow in hallways. Until one night, you hear breathing just outside your bedroom window in the middle of summer. Not every shape in a snowstorm is windblown. Some shapes move against the storm, toward you. Deep in northern Canada, trappers and researchers have reported sightings of a creature that doesn't walk. It lurches. Something bigger than a man, but not quite animal, with limbs too long, skin stretched over bone, and eyes sunken but burning. One man reported being stalked for 3 nights in a frozen canyon. Every morning, tracks circled his tent. Large, misshapen, dragging, like it was half crawling, half walking. He never saw it directly. But every night he heard the same sound. A wet click, like joints cracking under the ice. On the 4th morning, the tracks were gone. But his boots had been moved, placed neatly next to his sleeping bag. He left that day. He never went back. You hear the crack. Not from the sky, but from beneath your feet. Then, You see the figures, and they are not human. On one night each January in Inuit tradition, the Nalajuit rise from the sea ice. Tall, silent figures covered in fur and bone. Some wear carved masks. Some don't wear faces at all. They walk from the coast into villages. They don't speak. They knock on doors or simply open them. If you greet them with kindness, they pass. If you pretend they're not there, they mark you. Children are warned to behave, lest the Nalajuit take them away. But adults fear them too. Because once marked, the cold doesn't let go. Accidents happen, fires die, and sleep becomes too heavy. You followed the trail. But it was never meant for you. There are real cases, dozens, of experienced hikers and snow trekkers who veered off marked paths for no clear reason. GPS logs show them turning toward danger. Some walked for miles into areas they had no business entering. They left behind final messages that made no sense. One climber, alone in the Alps, texted his wife, "She's telling me to go this way. Don't worry, she's smiling." He died less than a mile from a ranger cabin. They found no woman, no other tracks. And his face was frozen in something that wasn't fear, it was adoration. We tell ourselves these are just stories, ancient folklore, myths to explain the unknown. But year after year, bodies go missing. Frozen figures are found in positions no animal could leave them in. And people speak of voices on the wind. Winter doesn't just happen, it comes. It has rules, it has territory, and it has watchers. When you walk alone in the snow and the silence suddenly deepens, don't look behind you. Don't answer the whispers, and don't follow the light. Because winter doesn't care who you are. It only cares that you've come too far, and now you belong to it.